Hello everybody, my name is OtterWithaRifle, and welcome to a new video of mine. I hope maybe it can become a series, basically, where I'm going to teach you guys some tips and tricks for Rainbow Six Siege. I know I'm not a pro at this game, I've only had the game for about a month, but I guess any tip can help because I generally do get 3 kills or more, so I guess I have some sort of a basic understanding for this game. But anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, let's start off on the defender's side first and deciding what operator should I pick. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend you go with Rook. He's on the GIGN, he's a blue icon, you'll see him especially if you hover over his little character icon, but his MP5 has high damage for an SMG, and if you aim for the head, I think roughly, about 2 bullets and the little cheeky guy that you're trying to take down should die, considering which class they have. If they are like a Fuse, it may take a little bit more because Fuse's armor percentage is 3 bubbles out of 3. And once you've bought Rook and you hop straight into game, first thing you must do is drop your armor and announce it. If you have a microphone, if you're on console and you have a microphone, just announce saying, "Oi mates, I dropped my armor, come get some," because you will be surprised that a lot of people don't actually know about the armor, and they don't register that there is such a thing as armor in the game. And if you're on PC, just type in chat or talk, depending. Just type or talk. Look, mates, I have armor. Pick it up, and yeah, because the armor does give you a boost, which could come in handy, especially if you're getting tagged in the chest. It does drop the armor, the bullet rate, the bullet damage. Sorry. Quite a lot, so it is especially useful, especially if you're beginning out and you tend to just sit out in the open a little bit more like a big goose. Okay, and another tip that anyone on any side, regardless attacking or defending, can use is abuse your leaning mechanic. You need to use that as much as you can because it doesn't expose your body much at all, depending on what corner you're peeking, for example. The most it can expose is your arm and your head, and I think like a small percentage of your ribcage, which isn't much at all compared to peeking the whole left corner of your body and then you're just getting tagged like a freaking bullet sponge. So I highly recommend you abuse the peeking mechanic. It's in the game for a reason, and use it as much as you can. Alright, the next thing for defenders I'm going to cover is slightly more of an intermediate kind of thing, more than a beginner's approach, but it's called roaming. It's the same concept as if you come from Counter-Strike lurking. It's where, after the pre-round period, you go and you hide somewhere in the map, and you take out your camera scanner and you scan them, and once you found them, you lurk around and you stay crouched that they can't hear you running like a big ass elephant, and then once you get around and you can see them, you take them down. It's like an assassin in a way, I guess. You're like a sneaky assassin. Okay, and I found the best class for roaming is Jaeger. Jaeger's carbine can be equipped with a silencer, a grip, and all the sights in the game pretty much. But I recommend I can't remember what it is entirely, but the triangular sight, because you're in close quarters. You're not going to try and shoot someone that's on the other side of the map, because that kind of defeats the purpose of roaming. But yeah, so you equip the silencer, the grip, and any optic of your choosing, but I prefer the triangular sight because it's just personal preference, but you can go with whichever sight you want. Another decent roamer, but I don't personally recommend him, is Pulse. Because of his cardiac sensor, it just helps with roaming because you can figure out where they are. But I prefer a Pulse not roaming, because it's more useful to have the pulse in the room, the main room that you're in, be it the bomb or the hostage or the security area. It's better if he stays there because you don't have to, your teammates don't have to go blind. They have the pulse near them. So if you are pulse, you can roam if your team doesn't have a Jaeger, but preferably stay with the team, bro. Alright, so next we are going to cover the attackers. So, if you're attacking, I recommend the best beginner classes are Fuse and Ash or Thermite. The reason why I say Fuse is because he is an easy class to use and he comes with a large variety of weapons. I personally prefer his AK-12, but you can use the LMG and the other weapon if you wish. Ash is also a good class because both of her assault rifles, the Carbine and the G36C, are both great weapons and do quite a large amount of damage. And her breaching grenade thing is also extremely good. Using Ash, a lot of people generally begin to think, oh, I can only breach through the windows or from above, when you don't really necessarily need to do that. If you're lucky enough and you see the cheeky fella sitting on a top of a trapdoor that he hasn't barricaded, and you're underneath him, you can shoot your breaching grenade up, and it'll explode, it'll damage him slightly, he will fall down. Depending on which map you're playing on, he may get fall damage, and then bam, you got a simple kill. Credit to Dorex the Road, because he did that. And now Thermite. Thermite's assault rifle is beast. It has the highest damage rate in the game at this current stage. And he can become equipped with obviously his gadget, which is the Thermite charges, or for his second gadget he can get breaching charges as well, or he can even get grenades. And if you're playing on a bomb or a secure the area map, you can simply just chuck 2 of those nades in, and then bang bang, you can either get a kill or you can injure someone depending on how close they are and if they don't register that the grenade is there. Now back to Fuse for a little bit. If you're playing Fuse and it's a hostage scenario, you can play him, fair enough, you can play as Fuse if he's the only operator you have at the current stage that you're playing, but do not use his cluster charge. His cluster charge, 9 times out of 10, if it's being emitted into the hostage room, will kill the hostage and you will instantly lose the round. And if you do that, your teammates will instantly hate you, I can guarantee that. Alright, so once you're attacking and say for example you're playing on the map House, you can do this for any map really, but what you should do is when there are windows that are just barricaded with normal wood barricades, go upside down and punch a small hole in the top of the window. That way they will find it difficult for them to shoot you, because if they have really bad accuracy, they'll probably hit the top of the window frame, not damaging you, and you can just peek with your head, the top half of not even the top half, really just your head and your gun, and you can get really cheeky kills. And a lot of the times, they don't register a lot of the times. They'll hear the wood break, but they won't pay attention, and all of a sudden, boop, you're dead. Get wrecked. Yet another thing to be wary of if you are playing in-game, and you have either a blitz, or a Montagne, or a recruit that's running a shield. Basically, anyone that has a shield, they go first. They are the bullet sponge. Don't let them bait you. They must go first because they have a higher chance of not dying, because if they play the shield properly and they peek their corners properly, they can almost kill or injure most of the team, depending on if the defending team has a nitro cell. But yeah, that shields must always go first. And with saying you should tell the shields to go first, communication is a big thing on the attacking team, because the defenders, they know where you're coming from. They can kind of predict they will come through either this door, that window, that trapdoor on the roof, or that door there, which is easier for them. For you, they could have a roamer that you're entirely unaware of, and then all of your team can get picked off by that roamer. So communication is a massive thing in Rainbow. and make sure you have a microphone or type often, because there's nothing worse than having a silent player on your team. It's absolute shit. Right, and the final thing for both sides is pick up dead teammates. Don't be a pussy and sit away from me. I'm scared that somebody's gonna be there and they're gonna shoot me the minute I try to revive him. If you peek your corners properly and you have headphones on, you'll be able to hear them coming. You can stop, you can shoot them, then you can revive again. Because reviving your teammates can kind of, in a way, make or break the scenario that you're in. So yeah, revive your teammates. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little small 10-minute tips and tricks video, and if you managed to stay till the end, props to you. Say so in the comments if you actually did stay all the way through. But I have, in a sense, a New Year's resolution type thing, even though I don't like doing New Year resolutions. But I'm gonna start taking YouTube a little bit more seriously, because I'm planning to actually try and get partnered this year. But with the company that I want to get partnered with, I can't at this current stage. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to commit to you guys and upload videos as often as I can, because schoolwork and stuff, sometimes I won't be able to. But if I upload videos, can you guys like them and comment? It'd be great. It means a lot, and it gives me motivation to keep on uploading videos. So if you guys can just leave a like and a comment, that'd be great, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, boys.